Insanity is something odd. Something that you're not really able to grasp until you've stared it in the eye. Either in the eye of a mad killer or in your own reflection. Welcome to the asylum. Nowadays, the asylum is a shadow of its former self. Long ago, the Crotus Pren Asylum held violent and twisted minds that scared even the most seasoned physician. Today, it is part of the realm of the entity, where survivors only get a taste of what patients endured every day. The nurse is a former orderly that worked day and night with the most distorted minds ever encountered. But now she roams the realms of the entity searching for survivors. The nurse uses an old bone saw as her main weapon, stabbing at anything that crosses her path. It inflicts not just pain, but also horror, as you know what it's been used for. The nurse's power is called Blink, which makes her able to teleport in a straight line. She can cross through walls, survivors, and other objects. With a little skill, you can even chain several smaller blinks to travel even longer distances. The nurse has grown accustomed to blood, and she can sense and feel an injured survivor from afar. So try not to get hurt. And whether you should help someone or not is not an easy call. The nurse comes with 3 perks, and the first one is called Stridor. Stridor makes breathing even more audible as survivors get hurt. So even if you manage to flee after you got hit, it's easier for the nurse to find you. The second perk is Thanatophobia. Every time a survivor is hooked, dying, or injured, survivors are punished by slowing down, sabotaging, repairing, and healing. This forces survivors to work as a team. The third and final perk is a nurse's calling. This unlocks the potential in the nurse's aura reading capability. So all survivors trying to heal or are being healed have stronger auras, making you easy prey as you tend to your wounds. Nea is of Swedish descent and is a tagger and a bit of a troublemaker. In her early teens, she started to rebel, and her parents felt that she lacks that thing that makes everyone else normal. But as history has taught us, this is just a case of parents that just don't understand. Nea has spent a lot of time on skateboards and dodging cops, so she's used to moving fast without being seen, and she has the balance of an alley cat. Nea comes with 3 perks, where the first one is Balanced Landing. As Nea falls long distances, she doesn't lose her balance. This makes fleeing even easier, as she can just keep going after a drop. The second perk is Urban Evasion. Nea's walking speed in crouch mode is increased. This makes it easier for her to sneak away fast, but still remain hidden. The third and last perk is Streetwise. Nea's consumption rate of items is reduced, making everything last a bit longer. As you enter the asylum, it might take a while until your mind adjusts. After that, it's up to you to figure out if you're part of the staff or one of the patients. The Last Breath is released on the 18th of August. Let us know in the comments what you think about it.
Hey guys, how's it going? Like Butter here, and if you don't know me, I am a YouTuber and streamer who loves Dead by Daylight, and I am so super excited for this new killer that they just announced. There's also a new survivor as well, as you could see in the trailer that I just showed you guys. Her name is Nea. It looks super awesome. So much new content coming and so many new situations that are being made. This new map, Asylum, absolutely just looks phenomenal, and I seriously can't wait for the Last Breath DLC. I wanted to give my opinions on this because if you don't know, I am or used to be a rank 1 killer last season and the first season that the game was out. So I've been rank 1 every single month, and I'm on the road to rank 1 this season as well. I think I'm rank like 8 right now. I've been doing streams on my live stream channel. Links in the description if you want to check that out, because I'll be playing this a lot tomorrow on the 18th when it comes out. And I've actually been doing going to rank 1 this season with all 3 killers. Now, I used to only main Wraith, and recently I've been using all 3 killers, which has been really fun because switching between every killer kind of switches up the pace of the game and makes it a little bit more fun, I think, not only to play but to also watch. And I can't wait to be able to throw the nurse into the arsenal. She looks super strong, but I can see how she can be a little bit difficult to play. She has a little bit of utility. You can use like short jumps through walls if you want to just get to the other side of a wall. Maybe you have a survivor who's continuously like window juking you or using infinite juke spots, and you want to just get to the other side of the wall to get that final hit on. You can do that. Or you could do a little bit longer, teleports to get to parts of the map. So having killers that have a lot of utility is really, really good. Whereas like someone like the Wraith is a little bit more difficult because basically you can go invisible to find them. And then after finding them is the hard part about the Wraith, because you actually need to chase them down and catch them. And, he gets juked a lot, whereas Hillbilly has utility, right? He can use his sprint, the chainsaw sprint, to either get to one side of the map if he needs to, or he can use it short range to one-hit somebody, and he can also use it to kind of scare people as well. And I think the nurse is going to have that scare factor just because she's going to kind of pop out of nowhere. Like you might be, getting a generator on or, healing somebody, and she's just going to pop right through the wall and probably catch you off guard. So I really, really cannot wait to play the nurse. It's going to be so awesome. It was such a good idea to come up with such a disgusting, old, grungy, just overall scary as hell killer, and I'm happy about that. And the new map also looks phenomenal as well because it gives you that really old hospital feel, which will definitely make a lot of people be very, very scared. So I thought we would go over like the abilities and all that other good stuff that we're going to have to obviously unlock as we play. So let's go over like how the nurse works and what her perks are and that kind of thing. So her first perk, which is called Strider, is going to make the breathing when a survivor is injured louder, so you're going to be able to hear it. So this is going to be one of those killers that are really helpful to have like a headset on, because you'll be able to hear the direction that they're in. It's already super loud when survivors are hurt, because not only can you follow like the scratches or the blood stains, you'll also be able to hear them extremely loud. So that's going to be a really good perk. Now, is this perk going to be useful, more useful than like some of the other perks that you can learn from other killers? Probably not, but we'll have to see how it goes. Her second perk, which is called Thanatophobia, is going to be pretty strong because every time you have, somebody up on a hook, it's going to slow down sabotage, it's going to slow down healing, or any other, like even getting generators on, I believe. So it's going to slow down the survivors quite a bit while you can, figure out where you want to position yourself. Now, obviously, you don't want to camp a hook. That's not the way you become a good killer. Camping a hook is not good because if you stay by the hook, especially if you're playing against a team that's communicating, they're going to easily get other generators on, maybe even sabotage some hooks while you're camping the hook. So that isn't a good idea. What you want to do, and it seems like this is going to be a really, really good killer for this, is you kind of want to leave the hook and bait the survivors into trying to help their teammates. So this perk is actually going to be pretty good because it's kind of going to force players to help each other rather than kind of go off on their own. And this was always a huge problem. Like sometimes you'll see teams that just let someone die because they don't want to risk getting killed, and they'll go off and do generators or do anything else. And this is going to actually make them want to help their teammates a lot more. What you're going to be able to do with the nurse, which is going to be so awesome, is you're going to be able to bait them into going to the hook where you may be behind a wall or behind an area and teleport to the hook where they're getting saved. So it's going to be very, very important where you place people on which hooks so that you can set up those situations. But I can see this perk being super, super strong and very good. The third perk makes the auras a little bit longer when somebody's getting healed. Now, she has like a passive aura where you can see people through walls when they're being healed or whatnot, which is good, but I don't think there's that many situations where I'm looking for someone who's injured and they're getting healed and I can't hear them or see them myself. So I don't think this, this ability, to get the extended aura is going to be worth a perk slot. I much rather have, no one escapes death or, something like that fits into that slot where you can get it from, even like Shadowborn or something like that. Maybe if you get like a teachable perk from one of your other killers. I see like that and Iron Grasp and all those perks still being much, much more useful. Now, I don't want to talk about the Survivor too much. It looks like her perks are going to be useful, but not overpowered whatsoever. Like, it seems like the perk where she gets extended movement speed when she's crouched is going to be nice because you can move around the map quicker without needing to sprint or, stand up, which will be nice. But I don't want to speak too much on the Survivor because I don't play Survivor a lot. I'm mainly just a killer who plays this game. And yeah. Hopefully, you guys are as excited for this DLC as I am. If you want to watch me play this live, I'll be streaming it on the 18th of August, which is when the DLC drops. So be sure to let me know if you're going to be joining up in those streams. I'm super interested if you guys are. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop the video a like and let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care, everybody.